Go.
All right, Ryan. When you arrive, you're gonna be landing right there. That's the helipad, and so this is gonna be the first view you have of your new house. And there are 4 systems that I'm gonna teach you to turn on: the power, the water, the gas, and the internet. So, the first thing you'll do is you'll get a key, probably from someone in the village, or we've got keys in our house, which I'll tell you how to get. But if you get keys, then you'll come up to your house. The red key opens the back door, and the purple key is going to open your front door here. So, welcome home. This is your new home. It'll be cleaner than this probably, but no, won't be cleaner. Cass is giving me the no-go on that.
It'll be dusty and there'll be bugs.
Yeah, well,
it won't be a burn.
Not as much stuff scattered about and about, but none of your systems will be on when you come in. Probably the first thing you'll want to do is get your solar panels or your solar system up and running again.
Because you'll have food to put away in your fridge and freezer.
Yeah, exactly. Just so you know, this entryway right here will probably be barricaded. And so yeah, you'll have to move the barricade. When you come in, the first thing, do you need more light, or is this all right still?
Good.
The first thing you'll need to do is to actually turn on the solar system. For that, we're going to put these are plugs that are usually used for lightning strikes to protect your system. So you need to put those in, and then you'll need to come around here to the side so I can show you. There's a big red knob right there on the side of this box. It's on system off. You're going to need to turn it to system on. So you're just going to rotate it all the way across, and then you'll hear your system come on. So now with these plugs in, if it's sunny outside, which it should be when you arrive, solar power is now going into your system. I'll explain what these things do another time. For now, we'll talk about how to turn everything on. This switch right here is going to turn on your inverter. So once your system's on, this switch will turn on the inverter, which will send power to all of your plugs. And so once you have power going to your plugs, you can actually turn on your fridge and freezer. So the refrigerator is this one here, and the freezer is this one here. This regulates the temperature for your refrigerator. Both of them are going to plug in right back here. The one that's a small plug is going to be for your freezer. And then this large plug here, it's large because it has to connect to the temperature control. That's going to be for your refrigerator. And so you'll plug that in here. All right, and then you'll obviously want to close those, fill them with food, and you should be good to go there. Next, I'll show you how to turn on the internet. So there's a big satellite dish out on the side, which you probably noticed. This is the system. These 2 cables here are what run to the satellite dish. This, pretty much all you have to do is plug in here. And then this port here is where you're going to want to plug in a router. And so we have your router. We'll have it sitting here. And it should just boot up automatically. And if it doesn't, you'll need to call me. The next system is going to be the water. For the water, you'll need to turn on the water pump here. The taps aren't going to work when you first come in. There's going to be no water in the system. We're going to drain it entirely. Actually, there's something else I need to show you that you'll have to do before we turn that water pump on. So let's go back outside. We're going to go under your house. we're going to come back here by your water tank. So this is your water tank, obviously. This is a filter. This is your water pump. And this is a water pressure tank. What I wanted to show you is this, because otherwise you're going to turn on the pump and there's going to be no water. This is going to be off like this. So there's going to be no water even able to come out. This will be empty. When you turn this on, there will actually start to be a flow of water. Water will actually start flowing from your tank to the filter and into the pump. So this actually has to be on. So this is going to be off. Flush with the, parallel with the pipe is going to be on. So there's that. So now we can go turn on the pump. But before we do that, I'm going to quickly show you how to turn on your gas. So your water heating and your cooking is going to be propane. This is the propane line. This copper pipe runs to your water heater, which is right next to Cassidy there, and your stove inside the house. Your gas tank will be either inside the house or inside this shed, one or the other. The tanks, there will be a few of them chained up inside. You're gonna need our set of keys, which has this cool little copper master key on it. It's gonna open this lock here. You're gonna wanna take this chain with you when you come under here. We'll lock that up after. And the tank you're going to want to bring over and attach it here. Now, it's relatively simple. The one complicated thing is that the screw that goes into the tank is the opposite of most screws. Most screws are righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. This is the opposite of that. So you're going to turn left to tighten the tank to the pipe. So you're going to want to just push the tank in until the rubber seal hits the back end of it, and then yeah, start turning this left until it goes in. And it can be a bit temperamental at times, but it should go in and get it as tight as you possibly can. You'll do a test in just a second here, but once you get it as tight as you can, then you're going to want to turn on the gas, and it'll just say how to open it. And then you're just going to listen for leaks. If you don't hear anything, then it should be good to go. So now there's gas running into your house, and you should be able to use the stove and the water heater. And now you just need to attach this chain around this post and lock it up, and that way it'll be safe and secure. Evidently these tanks get stolen.
Use the cocoon here.
Evidently these tanks get stolen quite a bit, so thus the chain. We haven't had one stolen, but
okay.
All right. And then lastly, let's go turn on the water pump. So you'll turn on the water pump here. You should hear it turn on in the back. You won't hear it if you turn on the water before you turn on the electrical, obviously. So turn on the electricity first. And then you should have running water in your house. So yeah, if you do all those things, you should have electrical. All the plugs should work. For electrical, the last thing you should know is this is your circuit breaker box for all the switches in the house. If for some reason you need to turn on and off power. What?
And lightning.
Yeah. Oh, and if there is a lightning storm, two things you're going to want to do. First, pull out these plugs. when you hear a lightning storm, and pull them out at both houses, please. And then the other thing you're going to do is shut off internet at both houses. So unplug your the internet, the Speedcast modem, as well as unplug your router. So your router will be plugged in here. Our router will be plugged in down there. You'll want to unplug both of those as well. And that'll be it. All right.
Welcome home.
Welcome home.